Hail Satan. Ave Satanas, Ave Lucifera, Ave Lord Belial, Ave Lord Leviathan, Ave King Lucifer, Ave Father Satan, Ave Beautiful Queen Lilith, Ave the Great King Asmodeus. Now, just in case some people don't know, which I'm pretty sure everybody on the left-hand path does know, tomorrow night is the spring solstice. It's the first day of spring, which means ritual time. Hail Satan. I do rituals every night, like small ones, okay? Every night. Some nights I do bigger ones. I really do. I'm not lying. I'm being honest. I don't lie. Anything to do with the left-hand path, be it traditional Satanism, theistic Satanism, demonolatry, anything to do with the left-hand path, spiritual Satanism, doesn't matter what it is. I am serious about it, okay? I joke around a lot when it comes to a lot of things, but I don't joke around about my belief system and my belief system in Father Satan. Never have and never will. And when I put my horns up, my horns go up to Father Satan and every demon, every demoness that's in existence. Every ancient god who has lived and died for the freedom that we have in our belief system. And every time I do a ritual, whether it be a ritual to Father Satan, a ritual to King Lucifer, Beautiful Queen Lilith, King Asmodeus, any demon or demoness in existence, I do ritual. I thank each and every one of them. And every night I thank my ancestors. And everyone's ancestors who has died, who has bled, who has sweat, bled, and died for their belief system. And I don't think a lot of people truly understand that. I really don't. I really don't think that a lot of people, especially the newer people, especially the younger ones, like the younger generation, like the new ones that are just starting out on the path, like not people that are like, say, 30 or older, say like 30 and under, say 25 and under, okay? Like, I really don't think that they have studied the history of the left-hand path or the history of Satanism, theistic Satanism, traditional Satanism in general, or demon worship. I don't think they truly understand the history of it before they start jumping in on social media and start, saying Hail Satan and all this. I think a lot of it's due to lack of knowledge, number one. I really do. I think that's the main one. Lack of knowledge. And that's where people who are experienced in the left-hand path, if they ask questions, we should do our best, and I'm not joking, I'm being serious. Like, we should do our best to really try to help that person out. Help that person answer a question, whatever question it is. Like, help that, if we can't answer it, like individually, find someone who can, and ask them. Like, because I know myself, I know far from everything, okay? And I've been on the left-hand path for a long time. I've been a Satanist a traditional Satanist and demon worshiper or demonolator for a very long time. I really have. I'm not bullshit. And when I wear this, I wear it with pride. And I wear it outside my coat, no matter what the temperature. Like, and believe you me, up here in Canada, where I live, part of Canada I live in, it gets cold in the winter. Like, I mean, like, minus 35, minus 40 on a regular basis. And then in June, July, and August, and September, it's like plus 40. With the humidity in that, right? But that being said, I'm making, I know I do, because on some of my videos, I have some questions from, I know they're newer to Satanism. And some of the readings I do, like, some people ask me where they're from. Like, where did I get them readings from? And I tell them, whichever book I got it from. Like, whether it be, like, say I'm reading something out of, for example, say, The Devil's Bible by Leanna Diablo Quinn. I think that's how you pronounce the last name. I'll tell them. Or say it's from the, say it's Crowley reading. Say it's from the Lucha Libre. I'll tell them. Or the Book of Lies, for example, from Crowley, who I think was a great occultist, actually. And I don't care what anybody else thinks. In my honest opinion, Crowley was a great occultist. And he did accomplish a lot. That man was not stupid. That man was in touch with things that a lot of people would only dream of in their nightmares, actually. And he was in touch, Crowley was in touch with things that would send people howling to the fucking loony bin, to be honest with you. And I think any true occultist, any true person who's a Satanist, who's true to theistic Satanist, traditional Satanism, if they are really in touch with the spiritual world, like the demonic, okay, or Father Satan himself, or King Lucifer, any of the demonic, okay, beautiful Queen Lilith, any of the demonic. If sheep, okay, I won't even say normal, because no one knows what normal is. If sheep, okay, if sheep seen part of what us, I'm speaking as myself, and my true brothers and sisters, okay, if they only seen 1% of the things that we see, hear, feel, sense, things like that, they would end up howling to the loony bin, to the psychiatric wards. And I'm not saying that's a bad thing, because that's what hospitals are for. They're for people that got psychiatric problems. But, you know, if you play with something, if you think you're playing with something, Satanism is not a game. It's a belief system. And believe you me, there are things out there in this world, in the other side of the veil, or in between the veil, between the living and the dead, that would scare 99% of people shitless. And I mean that literally. Like, I know that for a fact, because I had a very good thing happen last night to me. And I'm really late this morning. And I'm really glad it did, actually, because I needed it to. Okay? But I'm not getting in, when I do my stuff, I don't get into details on anything like that, unless I'm talking to a really close friend, someone I know I can trust. Or somebody that I can trust in this situation, right? But anyway, that being said, yeah, the new people, if they ask questions, man, answer them. And if you can't answer them, like people that are new to the left-hand path, new to Satanism, new to traditional Satanism, demonolatry, what have you, theistic Satanism, spiritual Satanism, if you can't answer them, like if you're not sure, let them know that you're not sure, and you will do your best to find the answer. Or lead them to a brother or sister that you know is true, and that you know 99% of the chance that person might have the answer that they've been looking for. Just send that friend a text on, say it's Facebook. I'll just say it's Facebook. Send that person a message on Facebook, and tell them such and such a person has such and such a question. They were wondering the answer, and you're not completely sure about it. That's all. We have to help the new people, but we have to show them the proper way, not the way that Satanism has been going. The S has gone out of Satanism, and we need to bring Sinister fucking back. And I am dead serious. Father Satan needs to be recognized for truly exactly who he is, and the demonic every demon in existence need to be respected and loved and treated for exactly who they are. Because there's enough of this bullshit about fluffy white cloud bullshit and a pot of gold at the end of the rainbow and fucking all this bullshit about cloud hopping. No. And when people talk about mixing theistic Satanism, traditional Satanism, in with true Satanism, you can't mix them. Sorry. End of discussion. You can't mix them. And there's no sitting on the fucking fence. It's either you are 100% real and 100% true to Father Satan and every demon in existence, or you're a fucking cloud-hopping pansy. One or the other. There's no standing on the razor blade. It's either you're on one side of the blade or the other. That's the way it works. So when someone tells you that you can, tell them no, they're full of shit, because you can't. And I don't give a fuck who the person is. I really don't care who the person is, because you can't. There's no standing on the fence on this one. It's either you are 100% real and 100% true to Father Satan and his demonic kingdom, or you're going to be eaten alive by the fucking carnivores. The fucking true wolves. Not the fucking sheep. The wolves. And one thing about wolves, if one of our wolves gets injured and he's dragging the pack behind, we'll fucking eat him too. Or her. I don't know about anybody else, but I know for one of my sisters, I can guarantee you, she is sick of this, sick of the way that people are talking about Satanism, and the way people are acting when it comes to Satanism, saying Satanism is soft and all this, but Satanism is the hardest fucking thing you ever fucking dreamed of. It's your worst fucking nightmare. True Satanism is your worst fucking nightmare. But for the ones doing it, it is the most fucking precious thing in the world doing. Like me. Satanism is Father Satan, and all of the demonic are my fucking life. I live, breathe, and sleep demons and fucking hell and Father Satan. I live, breathe, and sleep it. I dream about it. Everything to do with me is Father Satan. From the moment my eyes open until the moment my eyes close. And then when I'm sleeping, I'm still the same way. So with that, remember, tomorrow, spring equinox, changing of the seasons. Make a change to worship Satan and make a change to follow Satan in the correct way. The traditional way, not the bullshit pansy, flower child, fucking cloud hopping pansy way. And with that, Ave Satanas. And I hope everybody has a great ritual tomorrow night. Hail Satan. And this one is done on the 19th of March. No, the 20th of March. No, the 19th. Because I think, yeah, Thursday's 21st. So with that, have a great night. Ave Satanas. Ave Lucifera. Ave Lord Belial. Ave Lord Leviathan. Hail beautiful Queen Lilith. Hail beautiful the great King Asmodeus. Asmodeus, the great king. Ave Satanas. I'll talk to you next, brothers and sisters.